Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about Clarisin. A lot of people like her. A lot of people don't like her. So in today's video, I'm going to take her in for a spin and see what damage we can actually get out of the hero. Now, I finally maxed her relic today. I got enough tomes for it to get it to maximum level. I still need to book basically a couple of skills, one skill, 2 more levels, god damn it, on the passive, and then she's maxed basically. Very curious to see how much damage she actually deals. Now, my chivalry is not maxed on her. I have chivalry 4. Getting chivalry 5 and 6 will already cash me in 30% attack, which on its own will be pretty massive. This is actually not a bad thing as well on chivalry 8, and that's pretty much about it in terms of increasing the damage. Now, I do have the fire relic on her, which is the standard one. That's how everybody gets her. So we're gonna see what she can actually do, guys. In terms of equipment, I actually have an attack, a crit rate, and a strife set. These are her total stats, as you guys may notice on the screen. I don't want to keep her too slow, so I gave her 191 attack speed as well, next to the 4.4k attack, 22k HP, 77% crit rate, 75% crit damage. I don't have effect accuracy on her, guys, because I'm not really using her to land the defense down. I just want to see basically how much damage she can actually do. I could give her an effect accuracy piece, and then let's just say we would get more utility out of her, which is not a bad thing whatsoever. The reason why I'm not doing it is because I'm counting on Morgan to put the defense down, Morgana. And I only have 22 hit accuracy because I only have a 4-star piece from the strife set, unfortunately. Now, what I do like about her is that she self-buffs too, which means that it's easier to build if we're comparing her with a different damage dealer, right? With the first passive, when attacking, attacks 1 time, hitting a random enemy, damage 120%, and ignores 10% of the target's defense. With the second passive, when using skill 3, 100% independent chance to inflict defense down on all enemies, and a chance to inflict evasion rate decrease 3 on all enemies. To be honest, that is pretty massive. So even if we're trying her for damage, I feel like just to make her justice, she really needs an effect accuracy piece. Because, hey, you're missing out on very, very good debuffs, right? I feel like once I'm going to be able to get her to Chivalry 6 and I'm going to gain all the extra attack, I can easily just drop 1 piece for effect accuracy, right? The third passive, sorry. When attacking, 100% chance to reduce all of this hero's passive cooldowns by 1 turn. And you have the skills. This one, a triple hitter, deals 297% damage and has a chance to land a defense down. This skill, AoE attack, and will self-buff with increased crit rate for 4 turns. So you're going to get a 20% increased crit rate buff for 4 turns on her, which is really, really nice. And you have the A1, which of course attacks 1 enemy twice, and upon critical strike deals additional damage. Pretty nice. Now, in terms of equipment, maybe we are going to reconsider this, and we are going to look for a strife effect accuracy. I'm not sure if I have one. That's my main issue. Most likely I don't. Now, if I'm dropping this is 27% attack, is way too much attack. So I'm going to go in without effect accuracy, guys. I'll be honest, if I would have had a belt, effect accuracy belt from the strife set, I would have given her that. Because, let's just be honest, 152 flat attack is not really going to make it or break it. At least when we're talking about damage, right? So, let me just quickly take her in for a spin. First, let's do a dungeon run, actually. So, let's go in the Nest of Skull Hague. And let's hope that my team is tuned for it, because it might not be. So, we are on fire versus fire. As I mentioned, max relic. Prioritize attacking the boss. Let's see if she deals enough damage. So, my main concern is Sarah might be too fast here. So, I might have to slow her down to make her slower than Clarisin, to ensure that Clarisin will wipe the dragons before Sarah is going to use the A1 skill the 3rd time versus the small dragons. But we're going to see that in a second if I have to do it, or we're going to be good without doing that. Yeah, I think I'll have to slow my Sarah down a little bit, because if not, most likely she's going to apply these debuffs. Clarisin is going to kill that dragon now, most likely. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe Sarah will take another turn. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Okay, so we're good like this. We're good like this. We're just not killing the dragons as fast, because it's just the AI, man. I wish we could prioritize to use the A2 and the A3. Not always use the skill that has the highest vigor requirement or whatever we're setting in there. Just give her a bit of flexibility to pick whatever, you know? But either way, here we go. We got some hits in there. On the front leg, we actually dealt a good chunk of damage, and we landed maybe the evasion rate, and maybe even the defense down with her. I'm not sure if that's from Morgana or from her. But hey, the decreased evasion rate is massive, especially versus this boss, right? To be able to put it early on. Huge. And her damage is okay. I don't necessarily think that her damage is blowing my mind, to be honest, but it's not bad. If you don't have a Beliver, guys, that's basically the main thing. If you don't have some of the crazy damage dealers that we have in the game, you can basically make the most out of all of these champions. You know, like Clarisin, look at her. She actually deals pretty good damage. She doesn't one-shot like Beliver and do crazy things, but she's still putting some solid damage, man. So we can definitely not complain about Clarisin's damage. And just like that, we wiped her off. Let's see. So skip this. Let's see how much damage we actually got out of her. So battle stats, 79% damage dealt by her. And we have 251,000. The highest hit being 19.4k. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. As I mentioned, I'm not expecting her to be better than Beliver. Hey, who's better than Beliver, right? But either way, she can definitely put in some work. And as I mentioned before, guys, I'm on a mission to basically test every single hero and bring you a champion, a hero spotlight, a showcase for every single hero in the game. And my main focus today is on Clarisin. Now, as I mentioned before, if I would have an effect accuracy belt for her, maybe I can actually craft one if I have the materials. It would be absolutely amazing, but I have a feeling that might not be the case. So she is a serpent, if I remember that correctly. And we gotta get a stripe set. And we do have some materials. Okay, we do have some materials. Let's pray for the best. An effect accuracy one, right? Come on. We only need one. Okay, we got lots of pieces. Let's see. Recovery, no. Defense. Recovery. HP. Recovery. What the heck? Effect resistance. Attack. We haven't got one. Why do we get so many recovery? And why do I get so many freaking effect resistance every time I'm forging? Why? Sweet Jesus. Why is it always happening? Why? Effect resistance again, man. Get out of here. Okay, maybe we can do some more of this. Max. Let's waste all of our wood and iron. HP. Recovery. Effect resistance. Recovery. HP. Recovery. HP. Attack. Effect accuracy. My goodness, I thought I was not gonna get one, guys. When I saw so much recovery, literally my eyes were bleeding. So freaking annoying. But here we go. So we're gonna drop this for an effect accuracy one, right? That's what I said. And that was a 5-star rare. Let's quickly find it. I can't be bothered to go to the filters. There we go. Equip this one. We lost 175 power, but once we're gonna enhance it, let's see. And we got some crit damage and attack from there too. So we lost a bit of attack, but as you guys can probably notice, we haven't lost a substantial amount of attack, right? So that should be pretty straightforward. So right now we have only 30% effect accuracy. I'm not saying it's perfect. We definitely need more. A 6-star on it would be nice. Having slightly better bottom pieces as well. Like here, I don't need that recovery or flat defense, and effect accuracy would be nice on it. Right here as well, to have some effect accuracy would be amazing. So we can definitely find a lot of improvements on her. Now let's go and do a campaign stage. I gotta find somebody that is not strong elemental affinity to it. So okay, we can go versus this one right here, and we can go like this. Yes, why not? Actually, no. Let's keep fire. We gotta get some stamina, guys, so let's pump it up. Let's put it only on 1 because we don't need more than that. And just to kind of like give us an idea. So I'm actually going to stop that. We only have a defense down. So now I'm going to use the AoE self buff. Decentish damage right there. As you guys may notice, we have a crit damage buff on, which is amazing for 2 turns. And we have a crit rate buff on for 4 turns. So we're gaining extra crit rate from there and crit damage. Now if I'm going with Rozier's A3 on a target that doesn't have defense down, let's go versus this one right here. Pretty good damage on there. Of course, they're not 2 of the same unit, so it's going to be a bit hard for me to kind of like make a bit of a comparison, but we're going to go A3 on this one right now. We put a defense down, and the damage is pretty similar, to be honest. Now, Rozier's Relic is very nasty. I don't necessarily think that she has better stats, to be honest, but she does have max chivalry. So that makes quite a bit of a difference. Pretty good. And of course, the targets can have either way lower stats, either way higher stats, because they're not duplicates, basically. You know what I mean? But the damage is pretty good. It's almost one-shotting an enemy with that A3. So we can say that is solid damage. Okay, Rosier for the win in there. Let's. I know she dealt the final blow, but let's kind of like get a bit of an idea. So my offense. Oh, even though Rosier dealt a lot of damage through, we used an AoE before with Clarisin. But if you're looking at the highest damage, right? You see, highest damage 5.8, Kai 7.4, and you have Clarisin with 13k. So it's substantially higher. Even though it might not look like that, it is substantially higher. So, Clarisin, guys, you can use her as a solid damage dealer with a bit of effect accuracy, land the debuffs, and getting a lot of damage, basically. I do think she's not a bad hero, and she's pretty solid for the Favor dungeon. But that was all for this video. I just wanted to basically spotlight another hero, guys. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.